Hi, Picasso. I'm so happy to have you on, and I want to discuss this incredible film of yours. It sounds quite exciting. How did it all begin?
How does the movie begin, or how does my life begin?
The movie, and then we'll get more into the other stuff.
The movie begins at the age of 6 when a very traumatic incident happened to me as a child. And it had my vision of life a little bit askew. I don't see life through rose-colored glasses, but just life doesn't look normal for a person like myself.
And what made you decide to make the film?
I think it was therapy. In a way, it was therapy. But I have two little girls. I have a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old, and I've given up the life of art thief, and I've retired because I found some other vice, and that's my children. My children are my vice. When I get to see them, forget about it. It's the most thrilling experience I could have, even better than stealing a Picasso.
Nice. And let's talk about your life, how this all began, and how you decided to make it into a film. Because you're quite
Um,
fascinating.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You're very distracted because you're so beautiful that you're kind of throwing my words off a little here.
Oh, thank you. That made my day. Seriously.
Um, this actually all began with a reality show called The Brooklyn DA. It is about an art thief that robs from an art collection. And it's on, I believe it's on Pluto, and I'm featured in episode number 1 and number 3. When I got arrested, I had 3 Picasso paintings in the back of my Mercedes Benz. Well, 3 different paintings. There was Deb Buffet, it was a Picasso, and there was another painter. I forgot his name. But I got arrested, and the media buzz was so much that I felt that I should share it. But not from their side. You can watch the beginning. It's called the Brooklyn DA, but this is my side of the story. This is the Picasso of thieves from the beginning to what you have no idea is going on behind closed doors.
Wow. And what were some of your favorite moments about filming?
Telling the truth, it was really, it was so therapeutic on so many levels. Um, it opened so many doors into my mind of things that I had buried in my past because they were so traumatic. I couldn't bear to just continue to think about them. So when we did the filming, I mean, when you see it, it's just raw footage. It's the truth. It's 100% the truth, and the tears don't lie.
Amazing. And I know we discussed this a little bit before, but what are some of the biggest challenges to deciding what to put in, what to leave out, and what might be in a sequel?
You see, it all began with a godsend. Her name is Adrienne Mazzone of Transmedia. That's my godsend, okay? Because she saw a vision, and if it wasn't for her and my trust in her, because I trust in her, she's at this point we're partners, but I have deep trust in her, and she put me on the right path. And once I made that commitment, I made the commitment to tell the truth about as much as possible. But we're hoping to do a 6-part series, so where we go into the actual crime, because you'll be shocked at all the names I throw out, and they'll be shocked when they hear their names. Some of these are the top CEOs in some of the top banks, some of the top media. I mean, some of these are anchors in the news.
Whoa, wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I am really curious to learn about all this. I mean, I know you can't give much away, but who do you think is going to be the most shocking person? You could give, you don't have to say an actual name, but you could give like maybe a little hint.
I'll give I'll give a hint. They both work for the same network. One is a woman and one is
Nice, nice. Is it a network I know? I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
a man. I could tell you it's a network you watch. It's a very popular network. It's not. Let's just say it's either ABC, NBC, or CBS.
Okay, okay. I'm picking up
And
what you're putting down. I
it's
like
one of their
this.
majors. It's one of their majors, really. I mean, you're going to be shocked at. Let's just say you're going to be shocked that this was always there, but nobody ever saw it.
This is what I'm excited about. Yeah, yeah. So, what else are you working on, or is this pretty much your baby now?
Well, I once I put this out, there's a lot of consequences to this. Once I put this out, I will be fired from where I'm at right now because I work for a high-end painting company.
Oh,
So once this goes out, there's no turning back. You can't say what I'm going to say and then take it all back. It just doesn't work that way.
no, unfortunately, but I hope it works
Yeah.
out for you.
Well, with the team that I have, Carlos Cepedas and Anna Cepedas of New Heat Media, and we also have a special guest star in the movie called Noah Charney. He's an author, and he does a lot of books on artwork and art theft, and he's amazing. But the movie has so much intricacies, and this is only scratching the surface. Once you get a bite of this, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? This is just a taste. This is like, you know, 2 minutes of a lifetime because I've been doing this forever. They only caught me the last time.
Okay, okay. I like this. I like this. Nice, nice. And one thing I like asking people I interview is tell me a fun fact about yourself that people would be surprised about.
I think a fun fact about myself that people will be surprised about that. Well, it's an intricate fun fact. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, but I've never done any drugs. And I mean, no drugs, no cigarettes. I was very much against drugs growing up. But the art of the thrill of knowing that there's something bigger than myself, piece of artwork, and being able to replicate it and see what extent I can go to replicate that art. It sends my heart beating sometimes so fast. Like the other day, I was in an art museum and there's a Rembrandt. I mean, it was just. So I'm looking at the fibers in the painting, and I'm looking at so many different things in my mind, thinking, and I'm shaking. And the guard comes over, and the only thing I could say to him was, "I'm an art thief." And I'm coming out with a movie to break the now he can keep his eyes on me, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm no longer invisible, I'm no longer inconspicuous. Here I am.
Nice. And we're happy to have you. We love you. You're amazing.
Thank you so much. I had to tell my story, and I'll be honest, I've my entire life I've worked for the 1%, and I work for them right now as we speak. The 1% is the top, the cherry on top, the richest people in the world. And I'm not talking about rich like I got 10 million, because that's not rich. That's kind of poor. $10 million these days don't go far. But anyway, I work for the top tier, the cherry on top. And sometimes they have so much money that when you walk into the apartments, they don't want to see you. They see past you. You're invisible. And I enjoy that, because if I'm invisible, I can't feel anything. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, this is the thing. And somebody asked me this the other day, and they said, "How do I do it?" And they don't realize that when you're in a room of people, there's those people that will love to talk and hear themselves talk. I like to stay quiet and size everyone up, because that's the only way you get away with murder, is you shut your mouth, act like, oh yeah, that's a painting? How could that be worth so much money? Stuff like that. It's just, it's like they say, I'm just a painter. What do I know?
And also, since we're a TV site too, what are you watching these days?
Oh my God. My mind's watching all kinds of stuff on crime. I mean, isn't crime the next hottest thing on everything?
Yes, very much
Yeah,
so.
I watch way too much Dateline. I watched the reality show, the Brooklyn DA. I watched that the
Yes.
minute I came out of jail. I wanted to see where I messed up, and I watched it. I studied it. I watched it 10 times already.
Oh,
I could tell you.
wow.
I could tell you that they say on the Brooklyn DA, if you watch episode number 2, in the last half of the show, they'll tell you over their intercom while they're listening in on me working. They say, if he doesn't take anything, we don't have anything. And that's the second time I was in the property. So you figure it out. And then they didn't report 90% of the stuff that was gone.
Of course
So
not. Yeah.
I don't know what's up with people. That's so strange.
It is, right? Crazy.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Where are you at?
I am in Pennsylvania.
No,
Yes, right by Penn State.
no.
Yes.
Let's just say that I've painted in Penn State.
Okay. Okay.
Not so many years ago either. That's out by Hazleton, am I right?
Yeah. I thought you were so much younger. So I thought you were like in your 20s. So when you're telling all these stories, I'm like, wow.
I only began I literally began my life in crime at the age of 10.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but that was I didn't do it just because one day I woke up and I said I wanted to be a criminal. We had some tough times. My father wasn't there. My mother had 4 kids. She worked and she worked at a local factory called You Need a Doll Factory in Brooklyn. And she struggled. I remember so many times being brought with her to the welfare department to get food stamps. And they used to embarrass her in front of me, and it was like your mom, it's hard enough for her to go there to ask for stuff. She's by herself. And at that point, I couldn't do it. At the age of 10, I got a job and I started doing my thing.
Understandable. Absolutely understandable. And you're a good son for trying to help your mom out.
I always feel like a monster. When I look in the mirror, all this stuff doesn't go without some kind of damage. So when I do look in the mirror, I see a distorted view of myself and I do feel like a monster. And it's very difficult for someone to say something so beautiful as what you just said, and me to accept it because I feel like, I got so many sins, my sins outweigh my good.
Yeah, you know what though? I think when the time ends, the man upstairs will understand because you're an amazing person, and I have to say, the way I could tell how much you loved your mom, and that's what's most important. And you did what you had to do, and you're absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Oh my God, to hear you say that like that, I'm falling in love.
Thank you.
And I will tell you that life. I had 2 older sisters, and I have a younger brother, and I felt compelled to help her because what my father did was something that I witnessed personally, and it was so traumatic, and I couldn't imagine somebody else doing that to her. Like it was like everybody just takes a piece and they move on. Is there ever somebody that it's like right now for my daughters, I haven't dated since I separated from their mother because I feel, and I've met people, but I feel like I would be taken away from them. Like they're more important to me right now than anything in the world. This is why the documentary's there. I want them to see me. I want to admit to them, I am who I am, and I am messed up, and but I'm doing it for them.
That's beautiful, and I could tell how much you love your daughters too. They're lucky to have you.
Thank you. I'll
Nice.
be honest though. Let me tell you, Sammy, I'm scared as hell going to that theater on Sunday. You know, who knows who's gonna be in there?
Fair enough. But I'm praying that you're going to be nice and safe. So we'll put
You
it
do
out there.
know, you know that the 1% of the world can do anything they want.
That's true. That's very true.
I might end up like one of those bodies that disappears in the trunk in Jersey.
No, we don't want that happening. Go dressed up like, completely, with the glasses and the mustache. They won't know it's you.
I thought about that too. I thought about that. You must have been reading my mind.
Yeah, and your name is Bob. Spelled BAHB.
And maybe I'll duck down so they're not looking for my exact height.
See, that's exactly what you're gonna do. And does the movie have a social media page or anything like that so people can
Yes,
follow?
it's on Facebook, and it's my name is Picasso Vega. You could follow me, but there's also Picasso Born in Brooklyn, and you could also go to Transmedia and a Transmedia TMG group, and you could also like and follow them. They're posting updates on the movie. But I do daily posts on my website so people can see not only the houses I'm going into, because I'm still going into the 1% mansion. So I'm still doing what I do, except I'm not walking out with anything. But then you got to ask yourself, Sammy, right? How did someone like me exist, right? I'm on the
Right.
front. I was on the front cover of every page from here to Taiwan. Nightly news every day, every single day. The same people I robbed were reporting about me, and they didn't realize that I had robbed them. So go figure.
Exactly. Well, Picasso, it was a pleasure to speak to you. Good luck, and we'll talk again soon.
I hope you check out the movie, and I look forward to maybe making an update on the movie and on your podcast soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.